Welcome to this episode of the podcast, The Centerville Business Beat, produced by Tri-Level Productions. The Centerville Business Beat is a fun and interesting conversation with area businesses about the challenges and successes of serving the Centerville, Ohio community. Here's your host and producer, Terry O'Brien.
Well, hello there, good people of the heart of Centerville and the Centerville, Washington Township community. This is the Centerville Business Beat. I'm Terry O'Brien, and today we have Kim Ballard from Key Bank, correct?
Correct.
And what are you doing here today? You're going to tell us all about Key Bank.
I am. I love that Key Bank is a huge part of the community.
Yeah.
How involved we are and how we're here to build everybody up.
Build everybody up. So I got a lot of questions for you about banking because I get confused every time I talk to a banker. You are the small business advisor for Key Bank and a branch manager, correct?
That's correct.
And your branch is located where?
I am on the corner of 741 and 725, right by the Dayton Mall.
Oh, okay, great. Great way to get in and off the freeway. You're right there.
Exactly.
All right, and where do you actually live? What part of town do you live in?
I live in Kettering.
You live in Kettering. I won't hold that against you. I'm an Elk. And you've been at Key Bank now for 2 years, but before that you were at Bank One for over 20, correct?
Correct.
So you have a long history in the banking world.
Yes, over 28 years.
All right, so I'm going to ask you the most important question I think anybody could ask. What is it about Key Bank that would make me as a small business want to walk in the door and say, Kim, can you help me? What are those things that you do?
We love helping small businesses.
Okay, how?
We can be your partner from the day you open your account until you want to sell your business.
All right, so tell me the things that you offer, because as a small business, a lot of times people don't know what they don't know, right? What are the things that you kind of advise them or help them do?
I actually work with a team of specialists.
Ooh.
So I don't do it alone,
okay,
although I have a lot of experience and a lot of resources and a lot of knowledge that I can help a small business with.
Yep.
I actually work with several partners that can join meetings if necessary. Sometimes a small business owner doesn't know what type of banking they need, especially a brand new business owner.
Correct.
They're good at what they do. They're good at selling their trinkets or
selling the trinkets, yeah.
But they're not good at banking. That's not what they're not in the banking industry. So as your banking professional, I can help you with every step of the way, whether it's just a business checking account, a business credit card, or you're looking to expand. I can help you with lending. Key Bank is also one of the top SBA lenders in the state of Ohio.
What's SBA?
It's the Small Business Administration.
Okay.
It's where banks partner with the SBA to help lending. They do take on part of the responsibility if a business were to default.
Oh, okay. So they pick up some of the luggage, so to speak, if somebody is not able to pay their bill.
Exactly.
So let's start with the very basic stuff. I'm a small business. Gosh, Kim, I need some money to start it. What are the things you would ask me to do to enable me to get a loan from Key Bank? What are the things I have to do to get that loan?
Well, we do require good credit history for the person that's applying. So your personal credit score is very important.
Sure.
And then we may require some documentation, for instance, your tax returns, your profit and loss, things like that.
So if you don't have a business before, the tax return is a personal tax return?
Correct, exactly.
So I want to start my own grass cutting place, and I need some mowers, some lawn mowers, right? So I come to you with my personal tax return, my personal credit history, and you decide whether that person or people are worthy of a loan.
Exactly.
Is that a hard hurdle to get over?
Not necessarily. If you can show or history has proven that you have the ability to pay back, we certainly would love to be able to help you.
Okay. So let's say I apply for a loan. Gosh, Kim, you're nice. You gave me a loan. Fantastic. You gave me the money. I'm off in my business. What are the other things you offer to help me as a business owner?
That's a great question. We do offer fraud protection. That's a very big topic right now. Most people aren't familiar with the liability if there is fraudulent activity in a business account.
So if my business as a grass mowing service, somebody does something that's not me, basically they've committed fraud on and I didn't know it, you protect me from that?
With the fraud protection, yes, we certainly help prevent a lot of counterfeit, fraudulent transactions from going through.
Okay.
For a personal account, if there was fraud, there's a federal regulation that requires banks to provide provisional credit until the investigation is complete.
That means you'll keep giving me money until they either prove that I'm innocent or I've done something wrong.
You got it.
Okay.
That does not apply for a business account.
Oh, okay.
So generally, the transactions in a business account are larger than a personal account.
Right.
And without that provisional credit, it may be difficult sometimes to manage without those funds. So fraud protection will prevent any type of fraudulent transactions from going through.
Now, fraudulent transactions, let's say I have an employee who's not quite honest and he's doing something that's not honest. Is that protected under that, or is that something outside of that?
That would be something else besides. So it would have to deal with your bank account.
Okay. So what fraud protection, what else do you guys offer as small business owner like myself?
We actually offer credit card processing.
What does that mean? So the little machines that I go up to the door and I get people to pay their bill for.
That's the most common way. Most
Yeah.
people are familiar with, okay, when do I swipe or tap my credit card or debit card?
Right.
There's ways to accept payments for online websites.
Give me an idea what that means. I'm confused. I build websites actually, and I'm not sure what that means. What does that
Sure.
mean?
So we can integrate with, if you have a website, if you accept payments through your website,
Yep.
or we can actually help you build your website.
Really?
Yes.
So we're going to go down that path a little bit. What do you mean you'll help me build my website?
It's called Core Commerce, and it's very similar to Shopify.
Okay.
So we can help you build your website, again, integrate the credit card processing, and we offer our clients multiple ways to accept credit cards or debit cards.
So you're going to build me. Let's just say for fun, I sell guitars. And as you look around the room, my wife would love me to sell some of my guitars. I sell guitars. You'll help build a website where I sell my guitar, and then the e-commerce part of that's tied into that website, so you're able to collect the fees.
Correct.
Wow, that's crazy. I never thought in a million years a bank would help me with that.
Yes,
That's cool.
it is.
Now, is there a fee attached to that?
There are fees depending on what type of services that you require or that you prefer.
Right.
And then every business client prefers different, or it depends on the type of industry you're in. For instance, as a consumer, I've approached a business and used a credit card, and I've been charged the credit card processing fee, for instance.
Yeah.
So as a KeyBank client, you have that option as well to surcharge your clients instead of taking on those fees yourself.
I'd like that because I'm eating a lot from PayPal right now.
Exactly.
Every time I send a bill, I get, it's God, what the heck? That's not the amount I billed. So okay, website. That's very cool. Website credit processing. What else you guys offer?
We offer personal accounts for the business owners.
So if I have my business there, you would love it if I had a personal account.
Your personal account, and then those of your employees.
Then does it make more sense for me as a business owner to go to the bank I have a personal account with to start a business account, or does it not matter at all?
I have heard varying opinions. If you do have your personal and business account at KeyBank,
Right.
you're able to look up your account through the Key Mobile app and see all of your accounts at once. Therefore, if you need to transfer funds between accounts, or if you need to go to the bank, you can kill two birds with one stone, for instance.
It does make it easy, I will tell you that right now. Do you offer any kind of consulting where you help businesses understand, small business owners may not understand how important a profit and loss statement is, or how important keeping inventory at a certain level is, because it can really eat away at their profit at the end of the year. So do you have any kind of consulting services that go in and offer those kind of things?
KeyBank does not. However, because of my involvement in the community,
Yeah.
I have lots of resources that I can refer.
Okay.
A lot of times at no charge for a business owner.
Well, that's fantastic.
Again, from thinking about starting a business to, even the succession of your business.
All right. Any idea how many small businesses you think you have in your stable of businesses that you might, just a rough idea? No?
No.
It's hard to, a lot, I'm sure.
It is.
Okay.
So there's different levels of business clients.
Yeah.
I handle the small businesses.
What's a small business in your mind?
Really, sales up to $1 million, annual sales.
I'd like to be a small business.
And then I work very closely with a small business virtual relationship manager. She deals with 1 to 3 million. And then I also work with a business banking relationship manager who does 3 to 10 million.
Right.
And then we have even more. And we're all local to the area.
Are you there to support them, or are you just there up front to get them signed up? You know what I mean? Are you there if I have an issue?
Yes.
Okay.
No matter what type of client you are,
Yeah.
whether you're a small business or middle market client, I am there to help service you, yes.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Oh, let's talk a little bit about the Heart of Centerville, because that's how this all came about. Is the good folks at the Heart of Centerville said you'd make a great podcast guest. So when did you get started with the Heart of Centerville?
About a year ago.
And how did you get started with the Heart of Centerville?
I heard about it, and I started attending the coffee Friday morning meetings.
Oh, you mean the ones that start at 8 a.m. that are way too early for me?
Yes, those.
Okay.
It was a very warm and welcoming environment. And I went a few times, and that's when I decided this is a great networking group for me.
Now, did you find any new clients through that, Jen?
I have.
Really?
I have.
Okay, so they heard you talk, or they heard you stand up and say, "I'm Kim from KeyBank," and next thing you know, they're getting something to eat and they're talking to you about becoming a client.
That's right.
Isn't that fantastic?
It is. It did happen overnight.
Sure.
I had to keep showing up, and I had to be present and be consistent.
Right.
And I think that's the case for a lot of things. People start. I mean, I think that's what commercials do. You know, you hear the same commercial over and over.
Over and over again. You can't run a commercial just once, whether you think you can or not.
Right.
It just doesn't work that way.
And I love the way that we can be involved by volunteering at all the events. And as a service professional, I don't have a product to sell at
Right.
these events, but I love volunteering. It's such a close group of people.
It really is. So when they say, "Hey, Kim, you want to volunteer for this event," where do you end up? What are you selling? Beer? Are you pouring beer? Are you selling tickets? What area have they put you in?
So far, just wherever I'm needed. I've walked around with a cart with bottled water to hand out,
Oh, okay.
to IDing people who are waiting to get their beer bracelet.
Right.
I've helped the beer pourers
Okay. So
move beer around.
they like you because you're willing to do anything at any time
You
just to
got
help
it.
out. Well, that's fantastic. So you've been a Heart member for a year, is that right?
Yes.
And did you attend any of the major events? I know you don't have a booth, right? You never set up a tent.
No, I have not.
So you've been to most of them, but as a volunteer.
Correct.
Okay. And did you ever get to meet any new clients through that process?
I have not, but not yet.
Because they don't know necessarily what it is. They just think you're a volunteer.
Right.
Okay. How does somebody reach out and get a hold of you if they want to talk to you about being a client of yours?
Sure. You can call me.
How do they get a hold of you?
My direct office line is 937-586-7230.
Okay.
You can email me. It's Kim_Ballard. That's spelled Ballard @keybank.com. Or come stop by and see me. I'd love to say hi to you.
So you're actually not only a small business advisor, you are also the branch manager.
Yes.
So you're there most of the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I'm not meeting business clients.
And what are the hours for KeyBank?
Monday through Thursday is 9 to 5, Friday 9 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 12.
Okay. As for credit cards, most small businesses like me, when I got my business account at where I go, they gave me a debit card or something like that. Does that usually come along with the account?
Debit cards always come with the account, yes.
Right. Now, my debit card's about to expire, and they've never given me a new one. I guess I need to reach out to these people.
Generally, no matter where you bank, you should get it about a month before it expires in the mail.
All right, I'm within that window. I guess I need to call somebody. Any advice you want to give the folks listening out there who might be a small business who are thinking about, hey, I need a little extra money to get new equipment or branch out and do something different? What would you suggest they do?
Come see me. I love helping my small business clients. Again, we can be your partner in everything that you need on the banking side.
Okay. Well, Kim, thank you very much for joining us here on the Heart of Centerville, Centerville Business Beat. This is sponsored by the Heart of Centerville. This is good folks there. I want to thank you for coming down and joining us. You've been fantastic. Any tips on banking that I need to know that you can tell me after when I turn the camera off?
No.
Okay. Didn't think so. All right, folks. Thank you very much for joining us.